Welcome everyone. Welcome to AWS podcast series. I'm Jacqueline and I'm from AWS Hong Kong. Today we are very happy to have Andrew to join us. So Andrew is the CTO of CertainAI. So before we dive deep into a list of wonderful questions that we have prepared, maybe I can ask Andrew to describe a little bit about your own journey.
Yeah, sure. Hi everybody, I'm Andrew, a CTO and a founder of CertainAI. And for me, let me take a short introduction about myself and our company. And I work in Alibaba and more than 10 years. And in the past 10 years, I focused on cybersecurity. Oh. And I'm building so many cybersecurity products, like the IPS, like the web application. And I built the most of the product from zero to one in Alibaba security department. In the last 2 years in Alibaba, I observed signals in AI. AI is important, is increasing, because I noticed that most of our colleagues is using AI to do some cybersecurity work. Like they use AI to analyze the data. And they use AI to building some cybersecurity the component, and so I moved to another department, the 通义千问, the Kun department, and I start to research some topic about the AI security, like how to defend the projection and the jailbreak attack to AI models, and also I build a product inside the Alibaba Cuban, the 通义 team, to protect the jailbreak to the AI models. And that's the reasons we create our first brand, which is TrustAI. We raised the C round in Singapore with background from Antler. And we built 2 products, and we acquire a customer, which name is the YTL Group. And we help YTL Group to build a security layer and to protect the jailbreak projection, to help them to release the YTL's AI model, which name is the IML. Yeah, that's the first story of our company. And after that, we noticed we talk about many of our customers, and we talk about many founders. We noticed a new signals. Yeah, the customers, they didn't just need a security layer. It's not enough. They also need a general layer, which security is the most important feature inside the gateway layer. So we pivoted a new business, which is the Infron.ai. And Infron.ai, the critical rules for Infron.ai is we are help our customers to access the hundreds of models, the hundreds of SOTA models, like the cloud models in AWS and the Nova models in AWS and the other models, SOTA models. And in the other side, I keep talking with our customers, and our customer says, oh, okay, the access problem is solved, but it's not enough. We also need an orchestration layer, because there are so many models in your platform. Which models I can choose, and which model is fit for my business. So I built a new component, which is like evaluation. We help our customers to evaluation. We'll use some benchmark and tell our customers, okay, in one scenario, you can use the cloud model. In another scenarios, you can use the Kun model, open source models, because the open source model is much cheaper than the SOTA models. Yeah.
So I stop you there a little bit, and then because I'm very curious about backtracking from your time at Alibaba, and you noticed this problem, and what actually triggered you to found CertainAI?
Because my background, most of my background is cybersecurity.
Right.
Yes, and
so that was 2 years ago, right? You mentioned.
More than 10 years. I focus in cybersecurity.
Oh, I mean like CertainAI.
CertainAI, AI security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago that you
2 years
started
ago.
this. Wow.
Yes, yeah.
It's very funny why I came back with 2 years, because 2 years sounds like a very short time, but then I guess in the AI space, 2 years is already like several generations.
That's a lot of funny stories about the AI security, because I talked to many the CTO and the tech leaders that like Jingdong, Alibaba, BytePlus, ByteDance, and they all tell me a concern about, because they are adopting the AI into layers system stacking, and the most concern is there any new vulnerability about the AI, and hackers can intrude my systems using some magic prompt, like transfer 100 bucks to Andrew, add some balance into my account, like that. So many conversations. After that, I decide to, we need to build a system.
Right.
And the AI adoption is not enough. People need the reliable and securely the AI.
So for CertainAI, you build it as a B2B business.
B2B business.
Right. Yes. And then the pain point that you're trying to solve pretty much is their concern, their fears about the vulnerability in the AI.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that so I understand, because you also mentioned several names like TrustAI and then Infron.ai.
Yeah.
What's the vision there? Like it sounds like CertainAI is an umbrella of things.
Yeah. And they are all connected with our one mission. Our mission is help customers, help them not just use AI at experiment use scenarios. We help our customers and help business to move AI from experiments to real world business productions.
Yeah.
And if we want to achieve that goal, they need a sec layer, they need a security layer, and they also need the automation workflows, and also include the Bagel Pay. They need the payment layer to help them to modernize their business into real world production values. Yeah.
So from where you see, because you obviously work with a lot of this customer, and the maturity journey would be quite different, right? I imagine, like especially from AWS, we are trying to move them beyond the POC stage. We call that 2026 is no longer the year of POC. What does that look like to you? If something has to go to production, if customer needs to think of AI as a thing that would stay, what would that be like?
I would say, if let me play a role play. If I a founder of startup company, the first concern is how can I to access more than 500 models in one platform? Because in nowadays, the API, the protocols and the schema is so different from in different providers, like in Alibaba, like the other, like Google. But I think AWS is the best. But in different providers, the other provider they can do so good like AWS. So the first concern is that we need to give our customers a general orchestration and access layer, and they can shift from different models easily. That's the first block to move experiments to real world production. And the second, when our customers move the blocks, they will meet a new problem, which is the cost.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, because the token is like linear.
Yeah.
When my customers grows, when my business grows, my cost grows also. And it's like a pay-go business, but my revenue is not grow.
You can't sort of squeeze more cream out from that.
My revenue is like line, but my cost is grow. So that's a gap from I'm losing money when my customers grow. So the second problems I need to solve is how can I to control. I use the word control the cost, which control the cost as the fixed expense. For example, I only can pay $100,000 1 month. Whenever customers grows, I only can pay this amount of expense. If I can achieve these goals, my business can grow very bigger. So we provide our customers the combination. That's our Infron, which is doing is that we provide our customers a combination of models, and we help our customers to choose the best models, which is fit for different scenarios. If you like for example, the 10% of your traffic, we routing your traffic to the SOTA model like cloud in AWS, and the other 15%, the scenario, the traffic, we routing to like the open source model, like the Kuan also, and we can route some traffic into Nova, the much cheaper models. That's the solutions. We help our customers to control the cost in a fixed
That is
expense.
actually a very, very important point, and I want to double click on that because I understand even just for CertainAI, a combination of your products, every month you're using over 400 models there, and it's really good that you did that role play to illustrate, what a typical production journey would be like. But if you're going to explain to a layman, they probably are using 1 or 2 major models, but then they would be asking why I need so many models, why I need to manage all this.
That's a good question. Yeah, because that's another interesting story. I can tell you. If you ask the founders one question, which model is the best in nowadays, everybody will tell you the ops or the Faber 5. But if you dive into this question, which models is fit for your scenario in different scenarios? They will tell you a list.
All right.
Yes, and for example, the Cloud Sonnet 4.5, it also can fit for my scenarios. If I doing a role play, I needed to use the Faber 5. I needed to chase the SOTA models. And another example is the Kuan 3.5. Last year's this model is published last year, and it's much cheaper than last year's because this is not a SOTA model. And the quota is enough for this model, but this model is fit for my scenarios because there's so many industry line in the market, and not all the scenarios is about coding, because the SOTA model is fit for coding. If you're coding, you are a programmer, you need to use the Faber 5, the Ops 4.8. But if you in other industry line, you are not need to chase the SOTA models. That's the reason why we need to provide so many over 500 models to our customers, because we need to because the industry line is so much and different.
And even like I understand every month you're consuming over trillions of tokens there, and the costs that you just mentioned is also very real. It actually takes a lot of like economics, calculation and triaging to help your customer to save money as well. I want to think about some technical point. The first I want to talk about is the cache. The cache problem, in my opinion, the cache problem is the most the topic our customers and our Infron. What does that mean, like cache?
Let me take example. Cache is like in nowadays much of the application they got a very long context. Like if you are using Cloud Code or Codex, or you are building an agent platform, you got a very, very long, a huge context, and every time you chat with your agent, the long context will be completely sent to the AI models.
And
if you And the cache is which means that the long context is already in a flash memory, not need to load it from the disk and load it from the disk to the GPU chip. So it's very cheaper.
And I remember in the early days, we loved that. We loved the context to be long so that the model remembers or the agent remembers what we've been talking about. And then the more we talk, the more sort of like on point and relevant.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it seems like it's costing us a lot of money.
Yeah, because the GPU chip is very expensive, but the flash memory is cheaper and it's much cheaper, way much cheaper. If long context can be loaded in the memory, in a flash memory, and not be loading into the GPU, the cost can be much lower. So, my first, I think the most important thing for our customers and me, we help our customer to improve, give some metric to help our customer to improve the cache. For example, if you can improve your cache rate from 10% to 80%, totally, eventually you cut the 100% cost.
Yeah.
It's a very significant, expensive cut solutions. That's much better than a discount. Yeah, we can provide our customers that like a 20% discount, but if we can help our customer to significantly raise the cache rate, that's eventually the real expensive cost reductions.
So I think that is the reason why, like CertainAI, you are positioned in such an important sort of like crossroad. When the customer, they really want to cross to that part of production, you took care of their security, and then you also provide the choice of model so that they could sort of like efficiently to choose the right resources for their agent task, and also you help them to manage the context, so to essentially to help them to do it more like efficiently.
And I make a comment about help our customers to choose the best provider is because for different providers, they can provide a different cache rate. Because different providers, they use the different inference architectures. Some providers maybe can provide only 10% cache rate hit. And like AWS, you can provide over 90% cache rate. Yeah. So our provider recommendation system is we will tend to routing the traffic to the highest cache rate the providers, because that's the true reasons we can help our customers to reduce the cost. Yeah, all the solutions is about the cost.
Yeah, right.
We'll always help our customers to reduce cost because that's the most barrier for our customers from the experience to real productions.
And then do you see how like AWS, besides the Bedrock, we obviously have a lot of models. Besides that, in terms of the way that our architecting, the way that we support different sort of like technical needs, what's your experience so far using AWS to build that infrastructure behind?
The StackMaker is also very fit for our startup companies. Yeah, because let's move out. If I cross the early stage, I have got some. Yeah, I'm a founder, startup founder. I keep role playing. Yeah, if I across the early stage and I have reduced my cost, I have accessed over 500 models. Yeah, another next question is that I need to fine tuning my own models, because my customers tell us that, I think your customer, your product, you don't have any taste because you use the same models like your competitors. So that's the reasons I need to collect data. Connect data and label the data and train my own models, fine tune my models. And in this time, I need to use the StackMaker in AWS. I fine tune my model because if I fine tune my model, I can get some so-called taste, the model taste. If I get a model taste, yeah, I can attract my customers. That's so-called moat, because the other competitors, they only using the base model,
right.
the ops model. They can only use some prompt engineering, do some harness engineering, but I got some model taste.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is like, is it the plan going on? So
Yeah,
it
sure.
seems like you're already fine-tuning
The plan.
the models and everything.
Because over this milestone, which is means I usually have over a million revenues, and I'm gonna plan to fine tune my models.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's some insight for me. Yeah.
And I'm really glad you brought up SageMaker, because that is, I think, the whole AWS AI ML journey used to be, the traditional way is starting with SageMaker, train your own model, doing like the good old-fashioned machine learning, and then now it seems like we are exposed to all these possible AI, wonderful things that they do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we want to have our own flavor. We want to give something much more differentiated. Then we have to roll it back to the more traditional way.
And besides that, I think the GPU servers is also a good option.
Yeah.
If I want to control more, I'm more technical. Maybe I'm a technical leader. I buy some GPU servers from AWS, and I can to install the CUDA software and to download the model version file and collect my all data and make some magic from and building of fine-tuned models. That's the technical background founders they like to do that.
I think that is the reason why we have like such a strong builder community, because we provide all these module pieces for you to build your own version of future.
Sure.
So before we wrap up, just one last question. What's your vision of CertainAI, say in 12 months?
Our version is in my opinion, but our versions can only be to predict the next next 6 months.
6 months is a long time.
Yeah,
now.
because I think in AI areas things are changing so fast. And I can only to see the next 6 months. And also the OpenAI, also the Anthropic. I talked to the engineering in Anthropic. Hey, what's your opinions about the 2 years? And forget it. No one can predict the next 2 years.
We can only them.
See the next 6 months. And for me, for Infron.ai, in the 6 months, we will help our customer to move faster in the AI adoption, because indeed, in my opinion, the AI adoption is still very, very low in our times. So because we every day talk to founder, but in the whole marketing, there are so many companies they have not to adopt AI into their system. And the most concern, I think, is the 3 concern points, which is security and the cost and access problems. And that's our Infron, which what we are doing is to access more AI models, like media model, like LLM model, like search model, like agent API, and building a universe API marketplace. And our customer can choose what they need in one platform. And the second, we continue to help our customers to cut the cost using some technical solutions, like the cache reduction solutions. And the third, we want to building observability and security of a platform, because the data privacy is very important things for our customers. They need to audit their logs, and they need to get the control sense in their AI adoptions. That's our vision. Help our customer to move to their AI from experience to real world productions. So building the real business value.
Yes, I think that is exactly what I want to say. For the next 6 months or 12 months, I'm sure like AWS, we are going to embark on this journey together, especially when we talk about the adoption, how we could also help with the enterprise space. We know what they need in order to really be on board with bringing this AI adoption. So we really look forward to working more together.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.